Ever wondered if your cat is more than just a cute, fluffy ball of mischief? Wait until you find out what's really going on behind those mysterious eyes. And then you ask yourself, could my cat be a genius too? In today's video, we're uncovering some mind-blowing truths about feline intelligence. Stick around until the end. You might be in for a big surprise. Sign number 1, mastering human routines. Ever noticed how your cat somehow just knows when you're about to wake up or get home? They're right there by the door, like they've got a built-in clock that's ridiculously accurate. And no, it's not just because they're hungry. This could be pure intelligence at play. Cats are experts at observing our daily habits. They pick up on the little cues and figure out that, yep, it's about that time for you to walk through the door. That kind of awareness shows just how tuned in they are to our routines. Try changing your alarm time and watch what happens. Your cat will adjust in no time. They quickly realize breakfast is either coming earlier or later and immediately tweak their game plan. It's like they've got a built-in mental calendar that updates automatically. Pretty wild how they can shift their behavior so precisely, right? Some people even swear their cats just know whether it's a workday or a lazy weekend. And it doesn't stop there. Some cats can even pick up on your mood just by watching how rushed or relaxed you are. If you're calm, they might come closer for cuddles or a little playtime. That level of awareness just proves that cats may have a much sharper emotional intelligence than we give them credit for. Does your cat wait for you in the same spot every day? Or wake up at the same time as you? Drop a comment and let us know. That could be a huge sign that their sense of time is way more advanced than we think. And of course, make sure to return the love. After all, they're keeping up with your routine with full dedication. Signal number 2, problem-solving skills. Ever caught your cat trying to open doors, pushing objects around, or coming up with unexpected ways to reach something? This isn't just curiosity. It's a serious problem-solving ability. Some cats refuse to accept obstacles and will keep testing different strategies until they get what they want. Interactive toys, or even just random household objects, are like a goldmine for these little geniuses. They examine every detail, nudge things around, and even use their paws in super strategic ways. And sometimes, it's not even about the reward. It's about the challenge of figuring things out. With every attempt, they refine their moves and learn what works. That relentless curiosity, it's one of the biggest signs of a sharp mind. Have you ever caught your cat stacking objects, trying to open something, or coming up with unexpected solutions to problems? Drop a comment and share your story. It's always fascinating to see how they adapt and strategize to get exactly what they want. Signal number 3, understanding and using different forms of communication. Ever noticed how your cat has different meows for different situations? A short, sharp one for food, a long, dramatic one for attention, and a soft, gentle one when they want cuddles. Smarter cats actually develop their own vocabulary and tweak their tone depending on how you react. Next time your cat meows, pay close attention. You might be surprised at what they're trying to tell you. Then come back here and let us know what you discovered. But some cats take it even further. Instead of just meowing, they'll rub against your legs, scratch at the door, or even lead you to exactly what they want. Over time, they figure out which actions get the best response from you. For example, some will sit next to their food bowl and patiently wait for you to get the hint. Others will follow you around relentlessly until you stop and give them what they're asking for. Each cat develops its own best strategy for communicating with humans. And let's not forget about body language. Ears, tail, posture. Cats are absolute masters at expressing their feelings without making a sound. When they want something, they don't just meow. They might flatten their ears, flick their tail a certain way, or even give you a slow blink to grab your attention. Learning to read these silent signals builds a stronger bond between you and your cat. Understanding their unique language makes life together so much easier. Noticed any of these signs? Or maybe something completely different? Drop a comment below. If your cat is this communicative, it means you two have built an incredible connection, and they trust you enough to share their own little language. Signal number 4, mirror recognition. Most cats react to their reflection like there's another feline staring back at them, but some actually realize they're looking at themselves. When that happens, they might even use the mirror to keep an eye on their surroundings. Some will stop, stare at their own reflection, and make small movements, almost like they're testing, Is that another cat? Or is that me? Others figure it out instantly and just ignore it, probably thinking, man, nothing interesting here. This kind of self-recognition is more common in primates, but in cats, it's super rare. And when it does happen, it could be a sign of above-average intelligence. Now, just because a cat doesn't recognize itself in the mirror doesn't mean it's any less smart. Every cat has its own personality and way of processing things. Maybe they just don't find mirrors all that exciting. But if your cat has ever used a mirror to monitor what's happening behind them, that's next-level thinking. They might have realized that not only do they see themselves, but they can also see the entire room reflected, giving them a wider view without even turning their head. Want to test it out? Place a mirror at a low height and see how your cat reacts. If they don't show interest right away, it's no big deal. It might just not be their thing. Some cats ignore mirrors at first, but get curious later. Try it a few times and see if they use the mirror strategically. And of course, let us know in the comments how your cat reacted. Signal number 5. Exceptional long-term memory. Cats have an impressive ability to remember places, faces, and voices for a long time. Even after months, they can recognize a visitor they met just once. If they liked that person, they'll walk. Right up, ready for some pets. If they didn't, well, good luck finding them. They'll be hiding before the door even opens. This is all thanks to a well-developed long-term memory. Just like humans, cats don't just remember events. They hold on to the emotions tied to their experiences. They also remember which actions worked or didn't work. If they hid a toy under the couch, they'll know exactly where to look. Even days later, and the sound of a food bag opening, instant teleportation. This also explains why some cats stay wary of people who've had a less than great interaction with them before. They don't forget. Want to put your cat's memory to the test? Hide a toy or treat in an unexpected spot and wait a few days. Then see if they go straight to it. If your cat has ever pulled off something like this, drop a comment. These little details prove just how much they pay attention to their surroundings. Signal number 6. Quick adaptation to new situations. Cats are creatures of habit, but some handle change shockingly well. While many get stressed in a new environment, others explore with zero hesitation, almost like they already know where they are. These cats scan the area fast, spot safe zones, and even map out possible escape routes. If your cat doesn't run and hide when visitors arrive, instead, they walk right up to inspect them. That says a lot. Observant cats assess the situation first, and if they don't sense a threat, they interact naturally. They might sniff the visitor, circle around them, and then carry on like nothing happened. More cautious cats, on the other hand, prefer to keep their distance until they feel comfortable. This kind of quick adaptation shows both high emotional intelligence and confidence in their own territory. The same goes for changes in their environment or routine. Some cats take weeks to adjust to a new home, or even just a chair that's been moved. But the more adaptable ones, in just a few days, they've already mapped everything out and settled back into their routine like pros. The same applies to meal times. If you switch things up, these cats roll with it and adjust just as easily. Tell us in the comments, how does your cat handle change? The more we observe, the more we realize that some cats have incredible social and emotional intelligence. They don't just react. They learn to navigate new situations without losing their cool. Signal number 7. Watching and copying human behavior. Ever noticed your cat intensely watching you as you go about your day? Whether you're in the kitchen, on the couch, opening drawers, or messing with something, don't be surprised if one day you catch them trying to do the same thing. This isn't just curiosity, it's learning. Some cats actually observe and imitate actions they find useful for their own benefit. Beyond copying movements, many cats also pick up on our emotions and adjust their behavior accordingly. If you're sad, stressed, or excited, they notice those shifts and may change how they interact with you. Some will cuddle up and purr when they sense you're having a bad day, while others might start playing, almost like they're trying to cheer you up. This ability to read emotions strengthens the bond between you and your cat. It's like they really get you. And it doesn't stop there. Some cats get so invested in what we're doing that they seem to want to join in. Whether you're cleaning the house, folding laundry, or making a meal, boom, there they are, reaching out a paw like, "Let me help!" Of course, most of the time, they end up interrupting more than assisting. But that curiosity and engagement show just how much they care about what's happening around them. Has your cat ever tried to imitate you or help with your daily tasks? Drop a comment. This proves they're not just watching, they're learning and even trying to replicate what they see. And the more we notice these little behaviors, the more we can keep them engaged and stimulated. Signal number 8, emotional awareness and empathy. If there's one thing cats absolutely nail, it's picking up on our emotions. Even when we don't say a word, they sense shifts in our tone of voice, facial expressions, and even the way we walk or act throughout the day. A lot of cat owners say that whenever they're feeling down or stressed, their cat suddenly appears, purring, rubbing against them, or just sitting close by, almost like they're trying to comfort them. And this emotional sensitivity isn't just for humans, it extends to other animals too. Some cats show empathy toward their furry housemates, staying close when another pet is sick or stressed. In multi-pet homes, it's not uncommon to see cats offering companionship or even sharing their cozy spots with an animal that isn't feeling great. This emotional depth is yet another sign of how intelligent and socially aware cats can be. Plus, cats can actually adjust their behavior based on your mood. If they sense you're feeling upbeat, they might come over, ready to play. But if they notice you're quiet or down, they'll simply curl up next to you, offering silent support. This ability to adapt to your emotions proves they understand us way more than we realize. Has your cat ever shown empathy toward you? Drop a comment and share your experience. Every cat has its own unique way of showing love and connection, and recognizing these little signs makes life with them even more special. Signal number 9, learning through trial and error. Cats don't just rely on instinct, they learn from experience. If something doesn't work the first time, many will adjust their approach and keep trying until they succeed. This ability to adapt is a clear sign of intelligence and logical thinking. Ever caught your cat trying to open a drawer, reach for something out of their grasp, or figure out how a new toy works? They'll test different strategies, observe what works, and fine-tune their movements until they get it right. For example, if they knock over a glass of water and get soaked, they might avoid making the same mistake or even find a smarter way to explore next time. Signal number 10, advanced hunting and tracking skills. Even the most pampered house cats still have strong hunting instincts, but while some will chase anything that moves, the smartest ones take a different approach. They observe, analyze, and plan before making a move. They don't just pounce on impulse, they wait for the perfect moment to strike with precision. You can see this even during playtime. If you move a toy in unpredictable ways, a highly observant cat won't just sprint after it right away. Instead, they'll study the movement pattern, calculate the best angle, and wait for the perfect chance to strike. Another mind-blowing skill, their ability to track objects even when they can't see them. If you hide a toy or treat, a cat with sharp observational skills will immediately rely on their sense of smell, hearing, and even memory to track it down. Some cats can even predict where an object will land, positioning themselves before it even hits the ground. Now that's some next-level hunting instinct. Has your cat ever shown advanced hunting or tracking skills? Drop a comment. These behaviors prove just how razor-sharp their natural instincts are, even while living the comfy indoor life. Signal number 11, creating their own entertainment. Some cats wait for their humans to bring out toys or start playtime. Others, they invent their own fun. If you've ever seen your cat kicking a ball around by themselves, chasing their own shadow, or turning random household objects into toys, congrats! You've got a highly creative feline. Smart cats don't settle for boredom. They explore, experiment, and find new ways to stay entertained, whether it's turning a cardboard box into a secret hideout or playing with a simple hair tie like it's the best thing ever. This ability to create their own challenges is a clear sign of an active and constantly learning mind. Some cats even test how objects react to their actions. Ever seen your cat slowly push a pencil off the table, watch it fall, and then do it again? It might look like mischief, but in reality, it's a form of learning. They're analyzing cause and effect. They're figuring out, what happens if I do this? Will it always fall the same way? Will my human react? If your cat has ever come up with their own games or explored objects in unexpected ways, share your story in the comments. This kind of behavior reveals a curious mind that's always eager to learn from the world around them. Signal number 12, forming complex social bonds. A lot of people think cats are solitary and independent animals, but the truth is, many form deep, complex social connections. Highly intelligent cats don't just interact randomly, they adjust. their behavior depending on the person or environment, showing an impressive level of social awareness. Ever noticed how your cat acts differently with each person in the house? With some, they are playful and energetic, while with others, they prefer to just curl up and enjoy quiet cuddles. This ability to read each individual's personality and adapt to it, that's a clear sign of social intelligence. Additionally, cats that live with other animals can develop unique relationships. Some even act as peacekeepers, distracting an overly energetic pet or staying close to a sick animal to provide companionship. This kind of behavior isn't just empathy. It shows a deeper understanding of the social dynamics around them. Have you ever noticed your cat adjusting their behavior depending on the person or situation? Drop a comment. This level of social intelligence makes your bond even stronger and proves that cats are way more than just independent pets. Signal number 13. Mapping and spatial awareness. Some cats seem to master a new environment within minutes. The moment they step into an unfamiliar space, they calmly start exploring, observing every corner and memorizing key spots. These felines create a mental map of the area, allowing them to move confidently without bumping into things or getting lost. Ever notice that your cat always knows where the furniture, exits, and best hiding spots are? This advanced spatial awareness lets them navigate with precision, even in brand new locations. Plus, some cats can even predict escape routes if they ever feel threatened, ensuring they always have a safe way out. This skill also explains why so many cats manage to find their way home, even after wandering far from familiar territory. Their sharp sense of direction allows them to use visual landmarks, sounds, and even scents to navigate. It's an instinctive intelligence that proves just how well adapted felines are to their surroundings. Has your cat ever shown this impressive mapping and strategic movement ability? Drop a comment. Their keen spatial awareness shows just how observant they are and how much they trust their own perception to move with precision. Signal number 14. Finding solutions to get rewards. If your cat has ever tried to open food containers, mess with automatic feeders, or come up with creative ways to score extra treats, they might have a more advanced thought process than you realize. Some cats don't just wait for food. They observe, test, and even manipulate objects to get what they want. Many quickly learn exactly where the treats are stored and develop clever strategies to access them. Ever caught your cat trying to open a cabinet, pull a treat bag off the counter, or push a lid with their paw? This shows they understand the connection between action and reward, and they're more than willing to experiment with different techniques to achieve their goal. Additionally, cats with this skill tend to be persistent. If one method fails, they'll improvise, testing new strategies until they get what they want. This ability to solve everyday challenges proves that they're not just acting on instinct, they're learning and observing every step of the way. Has your cat ever pulled off a clever trick to reach food or something they wanted? Share your story in the comments. These little moments prove just how resourceful and determined cats can be when they set their mind to something. Signal number 15. Recognizing words and simple commands. Does your cat seem to understand some of the words you say? If they react when you call their name, recognize words like treat, food, or come here. That's a strong sign of intelligence and association skills. Some cats actively link certain words to specific actions, proving they pay way more attention than we often assume. But it's not just words. Many cats also associate sounds with routines. If your cat walks to the bedroom every time you say, bedtime, or runs to the door the second they hear your keys jingle, that means they're memorizing patterns and even anticipating events. This kind of learning shows that cats are constantly absorbing and processing information from their surroundings. Additionally, some cats can even pick up on your tone of voice and adjust their response accordingly. If you speak in an excited tone, they might come running, ready to play. But if your voice sounds serious, they could react more cautiously. This shows that cats don't just hear us, they interpret the emotional meaning behind our words. Every feline has their own unique way of interacting and learning, and noticing these little connections makes your bond even stronger. Conclusion. So, how many of these signs did you recognize in your cat? Every feline has their own personality and way of showing intelligence. If your cat has displayed some of these behaviors, you can bet they've got a sharp mind. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these signs does your cat show most often? Or do they have a unique skill we didn't mention? Drop a comment and share your experience. Your story might help other cat parents understand their own furry geniuses better. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep bringing you amazing videos about the feline world. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video.